I'm Joy, and the video you're about to see is about square drills. Now I know there's a stigma surrounding square drills, and a lot of you diamond painters, new ones, are afraid to do any paintings with square drills. And some of you seasoned painters too. Well, I hope this video can change your mind. Please, stick with it. Watch it all the way to the end. And maybe you'll get a better idea of square diamond painting. Hi everyone, this is Joy with Everything Diamond Painting, and today I'm going to do a little bit on a square painting from Home Craftology. I've gotten quite a bit done in just about a week, and I have to say I've been single placing on everything. There is a stigma out there on square diamond paintings. I read in the Facebook groups all the time how people are intimidated and they get frustrated with their paintings because there's gaps in the squares and they can't get them straight, and letting everybody know, hey, when you're done with your painting and you hang it up and you walk away, you're not going to see those gaps. You're not going to see that crooked square. And a lot of color blocking is done with 310s. And 310s are on the market, probably one of the worst drills that you have. Some painting packs that I've gotten, the paintings, the Diamond Art Clubs, for the most part, are pretty good squares, not a lot of trash in it. And what I mean by trash is bigger than the rest squares, or odd shaped, or little tags hanging off of them so that you can't fit the next square in next to it. So, but then there are other companies that have a little bit more. I mean, 310s are the most used for backgrounds and just in colors, and they're mass produced, and so no, they're not going to be perfect like the other colors that you use. So I'm gonna hope that this video will kind of help people who are intimidated by squares to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable about it, because squares do look really nice. They add more detail. They're closer together. You don't have the gaps in between. You see them with the light pad here, of course. So I've read and learned and everything that doing squares, it's best to do it in a checkerboard fashion. And let's get this in a little closer here so you can see. It might be a little blurry to get it closer, but there we go. And you can see it's every other square. So I've got one here, and then I skipped a space, and I got one here. So you skip every other one, and you do it like a checkerboard all the way. And that's how I've done this whole painting down here with the black. And so I'm going to finish up this section. I already did the checkerboard all the way across. And yes, if I look really careful, I did not get these squares in perfectly straight. It looks like on the screen that they do look straight. That's cool. So I'm going to fill in all these squares. And then when we're done, I'm going to turn off the light, and you'll see how perfect the picture works. No matter how lopsided the squares are, and I do if they're too bad, I do use a straightener. That's my TJ pen that I'm going to be using. I'll tell you that right now. Beautiful pen. And also my Sparkle DP pen that I got with my name on it. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to be using both of these pens today, and my honeysuckle breeze wee wax from Laura at Anxiety Art Adventures. I always like to show off her wax because I love it. It's closest next thing to micro glue dots, except it has a nice, she makes them in nice fragrances, so they're really pretty to smell while you're diamond painting. So anyway, I'm going to use my wooden pen here, and I'm going to fill in the checkerboard here. And I don't worry about too much, you know. Of course, there is a little straightening that you have to do as you go, but, you know, it's not that bad. So I'm just going to put my tray in a good place here where I can reach them. And I'm going to put my little magnifying glasses on. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in all these spots where the every other, as you can see, like that. And I'll just go through and fill those in. And sometimes, you know, just like anything, you have to get it in there just right. Seems that my glue is really sticky on my pen right now. And okay, what I have to do, and this is what you have to do with glue dots and also with Laura's Wee Wax. I'll get it back in here, and I'm going to tap it on my pants to get the sticky out. So then they go in better and they release better. There, see? Do you hear that click? That's the famous click of squares that everybody loves. Oh, I got a dog hair on there. And they just go in like so. So I don't know if you, and it doesn't matter if you go in a straight line or you go from square to square and kind of just put them in all over the place. And just fill it in. I've gotten to the point where I really like doing squares. I like the look of them. I'm not constantly trying to straighten them because they don't leave the gaps like the round ones do. I got really sticky glue on my pen right now. And I just fill in all these holes. It's funny that you do this on camera and it doesn't work as nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna, yeah, you can hear some of them click right into place. There we go. I think I got my glue working good now. That one got stuck on the side. That little piece there. And this happens to all the paintings, whether it's square or not, that you get the glue to stick on the sides where the glue comes off the pen. So as you see that I'm filling in, it, and usually, you know, like I'm upstairs with this one, or I'm watching TV or listening to the music, and it just kind of, you get into a zone and just, it's kind of relaxing work, just going and filling in all the squares here. Of course, you know, doing YouTube videos and you're on camera, things don't always work right. So when people are doing their live videos and whipping chats, you probably don't see the times that they have to wipe the pen off, or you get another drill like this, you know, stuck on there. I don't know if you could see that, but you know, it's always like behind the scenes, you don't see all the effort that goes into it. And it's not always just that simple. I'm going to tap my pen a little more here. I'm going to put this out a little more because maybe it's a little bit blurry. Okay, get that out a little bit more. Yeah, I was really intimidated myself when I started squares. My first squares were Diamond Art Club, so at least I had a good experience with them, but I was like starting them, there's some trash. I was starting them and I was going through all the heartache that new people do, and I'd get on Crafters Anonymous and I'd ask everybody, oh, look at my painting, look how terrible it is, I can't get the squares together. And everyone's saying, don't worry, after you get them all in, they all seem to straighten out. When you have square, when you put the next ones in, they'll correct themselves, which they do. And then a lot of times I have to go back and make sure that everything is down far enough. I just take my hand and I rub it along to feel if there's anything popping up or not down far enough. And then I just go ahead and push them back in. So how's everybody's day going? It's what time is it? It's 10:30 in the morning here in northern Washington, or western Washington, in the northwest, I should say. Looks like we have a nice sunny day today. We had bouts of rain yesterday. So once I get done with this, we'll probably take our dogs out to give them a walk today. It's like dogs. If you take them out one day, they think every day they're going to go out for a walk. They get into a pattern. I am going to pause this for a little bit, and I'm going to get a few more things in here, and then we'll come back. Okay. One thing you have to learn with these different types of waxes is to get a really light touch, and that way they don't stick to the drill when you're trying to put it down. You press too hard on them on the tray, then the glue gets stuck to the tip of the pen, and that's when you have your problems of it not coming off the tip. So you kind of have to wait till it gets dirty enough, and then it works perfect. And then you have it on there for days at a time. It's funny how the glue works better when it's dirty. So that one, okay, so this one, the glue is starting to stick a little more, so I've got to tap it in my pants, get some lint on it, and then it works better. So that's what you do with this glue too. A lot of people complain about the micro glue dots or the wee wax or patty wax that the drills won't come off the tip, but you have to get it dirty for it to work right. That's my experience too. So it works, for a good long time, and then you have to start tapping it on your pants. So how many diamond paintings do you have in your stash? Give me a number in the comment section. I probably don't have as many as you do, because I just started in November, but I've got quite a few, and I've got about 14 here, and I still have some pre-orders on the way, and I'm just, wondering how am I going to get them all done. But you see the pictures. I think half of this hobby is seeing the pretty pictures and wanting them. So after I'm done getting this all filled in, we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. And I hope you watching this video will ease your mind on squares, because squares they are a different look from the rounds. And like I say, there's not spaces between them. And like it's like a mosaic. Oh, the other thing I want to just remind everybody, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell. You'll get notified of more videos like this or just whipping chats. And, you know, I do have some useful information on here. I'm not one that does a lot of training videos because I still don't know if I know all of it. But things that have helped me, I like to share. And it's, you know, my opinion and my thoughts on it. And you could be very well different. I also have a Facebook page called Diamond Painting with Joy. And it's a nice thing to join. Everybody shares their pictures that they're working on. And a lot of times I put these YouTube videos on there, so they're easier to find than searching YouTube. And I do have links at the bottom of the page of this video in the description box of my Facebook address. And also for my Instagram. I post a lot of my pictures on Instagram. Right now, I just completed a crystal butterfly painting for Butterflies with Diamonds, sponsored by Bella Artley Nicole. So I have that on my Instagram and on my Facebook page. So anyway, go check those out and stick around a while. Seeing everybody else's paintings makes me happy too, and I just like to know what people are into. It's hard for me to keep a conversation going when I don't have anybody in front of me, so I hope you're bearing with me. I'm almost down to the end of this painting here, and then I'll show you how it comes out. Let me shake my little tray here a little bit. I got some bad drills in there. And then another thing is, some people take their time before they start painting to pick out all the bad drills. And me, I just pick them out as I go. Saves me a lot of time because you're going to find them eventually. Alrighty there. I got that all filled in. As you see how fast, it took reasonably fast time. Oh, and I have these Scotch or painter's tape on here so my painting doesn't move around on the light pad. So I just look around to see if there's maybe something I need to straighten out just a little bit. I have my my 3D printed straightener from Lexi Lilycrafts, and I use this often. And no matter how much you try to straighten everything, you'll never cover all the gaps. And you can see these in here. See the gaps? And what that reason is because 310s or most drills are not shaped exactly the same as the other. So some are going to be a little smaller, some will be a little skinnier. So you're never going to, when you have the light pad coming through, I'll show you. Let's make this a lighter light. When you have the light pad coming through, you can see all these gaps. And that's what people, newbies, mention a lot is, they're so crooked. I could see all the gaps. What do I do with the gaps? Well, I'm going to show you right now how just because light's shining through, you can see all of it. But that's all filled in now. And what happens when you turn off the light? Look at that. Voila. You cannot see the gaps in there. Look at that. And look how straight they look. See that? How straight they are? Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty? And it's so, and look how shiny they are. And it's just everything is so nice and straight, and you wouldn't even know that these drills were crooked. Let me see if I put this out a little bit, you could see a little better. There we go. See, they look really nice and straight, and I've done this whole section that way. This whole section. See that? And you cannot see the spaces anymore. So you know when that's hanging up on the wall, no one is even going to see them. Yeah, put it out a little further there. Now you can see more of it. Isn't that beautiful? So there's my little spiel on square drills, square paintings, and I just love the way it looks. And then I'll go over it like this, and if I feel any ones sticking up, then I just take my, oh, and I do have that rubber roller that I will roll across, and anything that's not down on the glue properly, you'll hear it snap in. So, okay, so that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope watching me put those last remaining drills in there in that corner will help you decide on to get a square painting. They really are nice to do. So I'm going to close out now, and I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll